Welcome back to Edmonton Dermatology YouTube channel. Today I'm here with Andrea, a licensed nurse at the clinic here. And today we're going to be talking about anti-aging on the surface. So we're just going to do like a superficial kind of level of information, nothing too deep, but this will give you an idea of how Edmonton Dermatology, they really know how to help you in maybe, you know, looking a little younger.
And where you can even get started.
Yes, that's right. So I have a quote from Dr. Howard Murad, and he says, "Aging is a fact of life. Looking your age is not." I think it's true.
I think it's true too.
And one statistic or fact is you can actually treat sun exposure. So if you've had some sun exposure, and this is usually where a lot of people see that aging effect come in way later, well, that's actually treatable. So that's what we're going to talk about today. Mm-hmm. What is anti-aging?
Anti-aging is a big topic, actually.
It's a big topic, yes.
Essentially, anti-aging is to help reduce your age in your skin, essentially. It's trying to help minimize any damage that you have in your skin. So say sun damage, heat, scrapes, cuts, scars, acne, all that kind of stuff. So it actually is a pretty big umbrella term for maintaining your skin.
Yeah. So even natural things too, like wrinkles.
Fine lines, wrinkles.
From smiling.
Yeah, absolutely.
So how can I stop my face from aging?
So everybody's always looking for that magical cream. It's sunscreen.
Oh, wow.
Seriously. Here at Edmonton Dermatology, at our skin surgery center, we do a lot of skin cancer surgeries. We find that a lot of these patients who are older, of course, they're well into their 70s, 80s, some of them in their 90s, they were never actually taught to put sunscreen on.
Oh, wow.
So now we can see the effects of how in younger years, even when you were like 2 feet tall and diapers still running around, there was no protection back then. Now we have the capability to have protection. The sun is the biggest enemy to our skin. Yes, it feels great. Yes, it makes you happy and wonderful, but actually it's secretly causing damage to your skin. So sunscreen is the most important thing you can ever get, because everybody talks about the UVA, UVB. Well, UVA, the easiest way to talk about it is aging. UVA ages your skin. So it kills your collagen. It steals all the hydration and nutrients out of your skin. UVB burns, so it actually burns the surface of your skin. So that's the one that really causes the skin cancers.
Oh, okay.
Okay, but when you get the mixture of the both, well, there you go. That's where your most aging process of your skin happens, is sun exposure. There's also other things, so pollution in the air, which is why becoming, you know, healthy planet is important, because it actually can help us physically for a long term. Also, cell phones, having it up to your face can actually create aging effects. So light, the blue light in our phones, which you can of course turn that off, but there's still other colored lights in our phones. Sitting in front of a TV can actually cause harm to your skin. So all kinds of stuff, actually. So sunscreen is most important. There's other products and stuff like that. Of course, we can talk to you when you come in for your consultation here at Edmonton Dermatology Cosmetic Center, and we can talk more in great details about what specific things to protect from all that other stuff that I mentioned.
Okay.
Yeah.
Smoking is one that I always think of too.
Sorry, I don't smoke.
Yeah, but that's
I never
one that
think of
people
that.
know. Yeah, the healing process even.
Absolutely,
yeah.
Yes. So smoking, not a good idea. I know in the news lately they've been talking about the e-cigarettes, the vaping, and we're only just discovering the bad things that can happen. We have yet to see what happens with the skin. The skin is very good at healing itself, but as we get older, it's slower at doing that. Yes. So we need to make sure smoking is either vaping, smoking, whichever. Yeah,
it's very detrimental.
It is.
So at what age should I start using an anti-aging product?
Anti-aging product specifically, you can actually start in your 20s. Yeah, so it's because there's been a couple of statistics where when you start in your 20s, you actually start losing years on your skin, because for so long you have been growing, right? From when you're a child, a baby, child, pre-adolescence, adolescence. Usually in your 20s we kind of stop, right? So then everything starts to get disintegrated, because they're not getting that proper growth factor, that growth in your skin, your body, all that stuff. So your skin kind of starts receding by then. By the time you turn 30, you actually lose half of your collagen.
Oh, wow.
Yes, so feeding it ASAP in your 20s is good. So all you girls out there and gentlemen, start now if you're in your 20s.
Yeah.
When you start getting older, of course, there are ways of replenishing it. So it's not a lost cause for you. And essentially, there's treatments, there's skincare products that are designed specifically for regaining that loss.
Okay. So can I reverse aging?
Not completely. We still need to look normal. We don't need the straight face like some of the Hollywood stars that we do see. Essentially, it's just a matter of, you know, aging gracefully. That's the whole point of dermatology, and what we like to do here at the Cosmetic Center is make sure that you're aging gracefully. So we can slow it down. We can reverse it a little bit with fillers and Botox and that. But essentially, it's not something we can completely erase because that is unnatural looking. And we definitely don't like the unnatural look. We want everybody to be natural and look the best that they are.
Right.
Gotcha.
So how can I look younger at 40? Is there any one specific thing? Or?
There's not one specific thing. There's lots of things. But usually injections are the ones that are going to get you the quickest noticeable results.
Oh, okay.
If you want something that's going to last a little more long term, that's where you get into your treatments like lasers, right? So filler is something that we can use to kind of build up because we do lose quite a bit of fat cells in our face as we get older. So that kind of helps plump up the skin again so we don't look as hollow. Botox or Dysport essentially can help with any dynamic movement. So when you squint your eyes or when you raise your eyebrows, stuff like that, that really helps make sure that those creases don't get created. So that kind of gives you an overall youthful glow. To make that stuff last longer, because usually it's every 3 to 6 months that you have to get that, or 12 months that you have to get kind of redone, is feeding it again with skincare. So skincare is important. Sunscreen, like I said earlier. But if you also want long-term effects, lasers are also an added for that too.
Okay, can you recommend some anti-aging products that will help me?
So one good one that we actually have here at Edmonton Dermatology Skin Surgery Center that I like is actually from the SkinCeuticals line. They are actually a L'Oreal company. They have one called HA Intensifier. So that's hyaluronic acid. So essentially it's made from a purple rice derivative, and it actually goes right onto your skin and it feeds the collagen directly, which is so cool. It goes on really smoothly, nicely, so it's giving that extra boost to your collagen, because collagen actually eats hyaluronic acid.
Oh, so it plumps it up.
So it plumps it up.
Nice.
And it actually helps your filler last longer as well. So we usually try and recommend our filler patients with that, just to make sure that they're getting, like, they have the filler injected, and then this just kind of helps maintain it so that your body's not completely taking away the filler, which is why you have to get it redone. So it's just kind of giving it that every day, that feeding of hyaluronic acid, and away it goes.
Oh, nice.
Another product would be retinol. Retinol is important. Essentially what that helps us with is kind of helps make sure that all the skin cells are doing the same thing all at the same time. So I like to call it our little boot camp guy. He goes in there and tells everybody what to do. So it's just making sure that your collagen is regenerating and eating like it's supposed to. The skin cells on the surface are all regenerating, reprocessing like they're supposed to. So it actually helps reduce fine lines and wrinkles that way as well. Okay.
Do you have a product specific that you
So
recommend?
both of our skincare lines here have products. So it all depends on what type of skin you have and what stage are you at for getting started with this. Retinol is one of those things where we kind of have to see your skin to determine like what percentage, because there's multiple different percentages. So whereas the HA Intensifier, which I really like, is good for any skin type, skin age. Yeah.
Wherever you are in the
Wherever you are in the spectrum.
All right. So what kind of skincare routine should I follow to help with anti-aging?
Absolutely. So usually we say you want a good cleanser, one that's going to clean your pores but not strip your skin. Toner is completely independent on you. You can use it if you like it. You don't have to if you don't like to. Okay. But you just need to make sure that you have a cleanser that's going to be neutral. It's not going to completely strip your skin, which is why I said it needs to be cleaning but not stripping, right? Because if it's going to strip your skin, you need a toner, because you need to get that balance right back up. Then usually we say a vitamin C would be next. So vitamin C is going to help protect you from the sun, and it has peptides or anti-aging properties in it as well. Then you can put your HA Intensifier, so a type of moisturizer, and then we usually say sunscreen.
Nice.
Always finish with sunscreen in the morning. At night is when you're really going to be using the more high potent anti-aging stuff like the retinol, because our skin is actually the most active when we're sleeping, because we're not busy running around. Your body needs to concentrate on your brain and your stomach during the day. At night, that's the opportunity for your skin to do its rejuvenation and stuff like that. So that's usually when we use our most intense stuff. There's several different products. It all depends on what you're looking for, what your touch and feel is. If you don't like the touch and feel of a product, you're not going to put it on, so you're not going to get the benefits. Sure. So that's definitely why a consultation is super important, so we can kind of pick and choose exactly what you need for what you're looking for.
Okay. Do you want to touch on any other products that you carry at Edmonton Dermatology Cosmetic Center that you haven't mentioned already?
That's it. Well, I mean, we do carry the two lines. We have the Vivier, which is a Canadian company out of Montreal, which is pretty awesome because it makes it local. Yeah. We also have SkinCeuticals, like I said, it's from L'Oreal. They're a world-renowned company. They have so much research and development behind their stuff, and they're both fantastic lines. They're more of a medical and pharmaceutical grade, so it's definitely more of a step up from what you get from your over-the-counter stuff. We also have a couple of products for scars and stuff like that, but that's not necessarily anti-aging. But honestly, it all depends on what your skin looks like. So definitely a consultation is really, really important so that we can figure out what exactly we can find.
Okay, perfect. Thank you so much for all the helpful information.
Absolutely, you're welcome.
Thanks for joining us here today at the Edmonton Dermatology YouTube channel. Don't forget to subscribe below. And like the video. I'm sure that you've probably learned something new like I have today. And thanks for joining us. We'll see you on the next one.
Bye.
Bye.